Hey guys, just recording this to walk you through Clay's native Google Maps scraping feature. So as you can see, I've created a plain workbook here, done nothing so far. And all we're going to do is come over to the sources section and then go to find local businesses. So as you can see here, we've defaulted to Clay HQ potentially, or at least New York. And then we can navigate to wherever we want to go. So in this example, I think we'll go for HVAC companies based out of Houston. So we come back in, adjust the pin. We can adjust to how wide we want to go. There we go. That looks good to me. You could go for business types and search from the pre-selected range that Clay have given you or that Google Maps provides. Alternatively, if you want to just type in your own query, you could put in your own free text version here. And yeah, so there we go. You pretty much just type in what you please. So here, for example, I'll go HVAC in this area and I'll only want to spend 100 credits. So we'll put that in there. Something to note is that each business returned here does cost 1 credit. So it can get expensive quickly if you're going for a huge TAM where you're trying to get as many or loads and loads of leads. So be careful with that. But yeah, as you can see here, I've managed to get 83. Let's see if it pops up to 100 at some point. But anyway, I've got 83 companies based out of Texas doing HVAC. Yeah, so this is beautiful, but this isn't very helpful on its own. So the next step is first things first, you can see lots of these don't have, or a few of these don't have domains. So as we're going to need this later, we can come into here and we'll search find domain and we'll get a waterfall with Clearbit and Google search. So we're going to just input the company name there and using the company name, Clearbit, Google, and HG Insights, if you want to be a baller and spend 2 credits per row, we'll go out onto the internet and try and find the website of these companies just by just their name. A little trick within this, with Google, you can filter to only target a specific country. You can't do this for Clearbit, unfortunately, but it's always nice to add this in here. Let's see if you can do it for HG Insights as well. Yep, beautiful. So we can put in the location. And there we go. We can put in the address as well, I think. Yep, let's try it. And then we'll save waterfall step there. And then the important thing is we're only going to let it run if domain or website is empty. So we're not spending credits on companies where we've already got their domains. So we'll let that run. Beautiful. And then we can run that for all 83 rows. And then hopefully we should pick up the domains for the companies where we didn't originally get them. And then all we're going to need to do now is create a merged column for the original ones and for the new ones we found. Okay, so all that looks like is website and then beautiful. And then we save that. And now we should have a single column where they are all combined. Lovely. And then we can hide these two. And we've got our list of domains. So now what we need to do from here. There are a variety of ways where we could go about finding people here. If you want, and you're an Apollo lover, you could copy and paste these, input them into Apollo, and do your search there. Alternatively, if you want to keep it within Clay, you can search find people up in the enrichment bar. And from here, we are going to be able to reference the domains, or we'll go total. There we go. So we'll do all of them. We'll be able to reference that column we just created to try and find people working at these companies that are within Clay's database. And we've got a decent amount of people here. Yeah, alternatively, what you could do if you didn't want to use the Clay search or if it didn't get you good results, because these are brick and mortar businesses, what you can do as well, which is sort of a trick that I don't know if everyone uses, you can come into use AI, set it to the type of Clay agent that browses the internet, make sure your API key is hooked up, otherwise you're going to be spending lots and lots of credits. But pretty much, you can enter in a prompt to Clayagent to tell it to go and browse the company's website and then try and return the names, job titles of people on there. Yeah, so this is a prompt I made earlier, obviously, but we're going to hook that up with the variables. and then we will let Clayjet go and work its magic. There we go. Cool. Fix up the input variables. And then important thing is come into the switch it to JSON schema, generate this from the prompt, and then we will run it. Run it on 10 to start with, and we'll see what that provides. Okay, so we can see these populating here now. And what we've got here is pretty much Claygent visiting the website and scraping for all the personnel that it can find on there. You can see in this case for hvacservice.net, we have managed to scrape 3 people. Unfortunately, we didn't get loads of information. However, the important thing is that we've got Roger Knight, the full name. And what we can do with the full name is pretty much use this to input into the email providers along with the domain to try and find his work email address. So you can see we've got it for Roger Knight, we've got Kathleen Knight, and then we got Teresa Miller as well. So we can let this load up here, and then we will be able to write all of this information into a new table. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take action on this list, write each item to a new row in another table. We'll create a new table there. So we'll go HVAC Texas, and then beautiful, we're going to map all of this stuff as well. So we'll run for 10 rows, input it into here, and here we go. We've got all the information we need. We got the company name, and then also we've got the full name of the person as well. So as you can see, we've got a decent number of people from all of these companies, and we've got Teresa Miller, Roger Knight, Kathleen Knight, like we showed just now. And then from here, as we've got the company's domain, where's the total websites? There we go. Got that there. And then now we've got the full name and the website, and this is all we need to input into the enrichment tools to find emails. So we're going to add that there. We're going to go find work email, link that up. Like I've shown in some other tutorials, this is the default one that Clay sets. Alternatively, you can come in here and pick and choose which ones you want to actually use, especially if you're working with, or if you've got some API keys. Adjust them, put them up to the top, remove anyone that costs 6 credits because I'm not that rich yet. And then, as you can see, we've managed to input the full name. The total website's in default. We can link the company name as well. We don't have the social or a person's LinkedIn URL. We don't have the company LinkedIn URL, but that's okay. We can hook that up to Zero Bounce. Always remember to turn this on if you are working with Zero Bounce, because otherwise it will output catch all as well. And then, from there, we can click run, and we will run this on 66 rows. And then once we've got these emails, the beauty or the fun can start, where we can integrate our sequencer. In this case, I'll be using SalesForge, and then we can output those into, or we can push them straight into straight into our sequences. So as you can see, we're not doing awfully well here because this is quite a niche topic, trying to find HVAC owners in Texas with small websites. Let's see if we find any here now. And here we are. We have thankfully managed to find a handful of emails here. And then these are all valid. As you can see, they've got the Zero Bounce check afterwards, after the provider that they were found with. And then from here, all we're going to do is we're going to search up SalesForge, and then we'll go add lead to existing sequence. So I've already hooked up my SalesForge API key. Then I'm going to pick my workspace, and then from there, we'll click the sequence that we want to work with, and then boom. In this case, we can link the first name from the last table, last name as well. And we do have their company name. We don't have their LinkedIn. We don't have their any custom variables, but that's okay. In this case, we're just running an email campaign. And then from there, let's put in a custom conditional formula just so we don't get loads of error codes. So we're going to say only run if work email is not empty. Bang. Generate formula, prove, bang. And now you're going to see run condition not met for these, and then we'll get some green checks for these ones. So now these have been input into our SalesForge campaigns, and we are ready to run some outbound for them. So this is just a quick, brief run through of how you can use Clay's native Google Maps scraping tool. to find local business owners. So yeah, that's that. I hope this was helpful. Cheers, guys.